pretty long of trying to figure out new subjects to talk about now, especially with my busy schedule with my parents and being uh, involved in a lot of things. So today it's going to be fairly short, but still very meaningful to most people, as they usually hear one part of this theme, and it's usually the Ten Commandments. As the Ten Commandments, as the Ten Commandments are usually spoken in many different ways, and most people would say, "Oh, just follow them blindly, or just follow them and hopefully you don't get anything wrong." But for me, it's much different than that. Yes, you do. Yes, I would say you have to follow them, but at the end, it's your choice. And if you follow everything well, you'll go to heaven, of course. If you don't, we all know where you're going. But we have to say that we need to really keep these in our hearts. As people, we have to serve God, and there's nothing going to change that. So, if we please can open our Bibles to Exodus 20. And from here, we're going to be reading 1 to 11. If you're there now, if you're not there now, pause the video please and come back when you're ready. And we read. And God spoke all these words, saying, Exodus 2:22. I am the Lord your God, who brought you onto the island, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, who brought you out of slavery. You shall not have other, this is the beginning of, now we're going to read number 3. There's the beginning of the commandments, right? Yeah. You shall not have other gods before me. So, pretty much this is something with Catholic, not to offend, but they say you shall not have other gods before me. So technically you're not supposed to have an idol of, maybe Jesus Christ on a cross or God. You can say that, oh, I'm just honoring him through an idol. That doesn't make sense really. And so we would have to say that we should just honor him the original way of just praying to him, not just praying to a statue. Number 4, Exodus chapter 20, number 4, you shall not make for yourself a carved image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above or the earth beneath, or that is in the water underneath the earth. This is like I said for number 3. Yeah, number 3. And that is that you cannot be honoring something else other than him. So maybe people would I'm gonna honor a golden pig or something like that. You can't honor other things, and most things could be going under our nose, and we could be honoring that thing instead of God himself, like money or a show that you like mostly. I'm at fault of that, and other things that should go before God, not after, because we need to honor him first, then do whatever you want later on. Exodus chapter 20, number 5. You shall not bow down them or serve them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, visiting the inquiry of the fathers on the children to the 3rd and the 4th generation of those who hate me. This is connecting to number 4, where they say that you can't be honoring someone else or can't honor something else or something, because that would be pretty much putting a curse on your family for 4 generations. But later on, we're going to see, later on in maybe another episode or another video, if you, whatever you guys want to call it, we're going to be talking about how generation curses are broken once you join God himself or accept Jesus in your life. Exodus chapter 20, number 6. But showing steadfast love thou of thousands of those who love me will keep my commandments. As we can see, the commandments we have to keep the commandments as we are Christian, or whatever you guys want to call yourselves. Number 7. You shall not take my name in vain of the Lord your God. You shall not take the name of your Lord your God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltiness who takes the name in vain. Pretty much, to put this short, you can't like curse or be surprised and say God did it. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. I know you do. Okay. Number 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. We have to keep the 6th day holy. Pretty much we have to honor God on the 6th day. We have to honor God on the 7th day. We have to honor him on the 7th day, which is Saturday. Which a lot of people get it confused, as many churches have it on Sunday as people would have it on work on Saturday. But it's a really weird mistranslation between many pastors and or businesses, as people would want to make it the first day Sunday, not not Saturday. It has to be Saturday. I meant Sunday, not Saturday, not Sunday. There you go. 6 days you shall labor and not do all your work. But on the 7th day, the Sabbath to the Lord your God, on it you shall not do any work, or your son, or your daughter, your male servant, or your female servant, your livestock, or sojourner who is within your gates. So this is saying that on the 7th day we have to honor him and not do anything else, as the 7th day is specifically for him. Okay. Chapter 20, 13 of Exodus. Here's the next commandment. You shall not murder, you shall not commit adultery. Murder, we all know, you can't kill someone and or hate a person, if that makes sense. And number 3, you shall not commit adultery. Many of you would know what adultery is for the people who are over 17, maybe. But adultery is when you are married and have sex with the opposite gender even though you're married. Yeah. Exodus chapter 20, 15. You shall not steal. You shall not bear false witnesses against your neighbor. 17. You shall not covet your neighbor. 15. You shall not steal, and you shall not bear false witnesses against your neighbor. 17, you shall not covet your neighbor's house, nor their wife, or his male servant or female servant, or his ox and or his donkey, anything that is your neighbor. Pretty much this means that you can't be jealous of somebody. Like saying that, oh, I want what they have or what they have, like having a better car than you or having a better house, or you can't ask that. You cannot be jealous of the person in particular. They say your neighbor, but what they actually mean is a lot of people. You can't be jealous of someone that you are either acquaintances with or that you see them. So you can't be asking what someone else has. Exodus chapter 20:18. Now when all the people saw the thunder and flashes of lightning and the sound of the trumpet and God smoking, and the mountain smoking, the people were afraid and trembled, and they stood far off. This is now returning up to the story about Moses being on the mountain where he got the 10 Commandments. But that's where our reading will end, as we are finished with the 10 Commandments, and that's the whole video. As we learn to put down in comments what we learned today, and like and subscribe, please do all of that, ring the bell. I don't know if I have that yet, but still. See you next time.